Welcome to our unique renovation, converting these two flats back into one house as our first home. We do everything in this renovation DIY style, and it's safe to say this is one massive project. So stick around to see the progress we made in this week's chaotic renovation vlog. Hello! Welcome back to another weekly renovation vlog. Probably going to be chaotic just like last week, but hopefully not as chaotic. If you know, you know.
Oh!
What?
Water! That's the water main!
This week we're going to be continuing with this project, which is going to be my home office. This room was originally the bedroom on the ground floor flat, and it's located in this room with a lovely big bay window. Last week we got it up to this stage, we kind of cleared out the room, we got this back to brick, and we discovered our beloved water mains pipe. So some of the tasks that we've got to do this week include cleaning up the bricks around the arch where they're going to be exposed. We need to think of a solution of where we can move this mains pipe to, because we don't really want to just box it back in there. We'd like to move it back and do something similar to like we've done here, where the pipes run against the wall and through the kind of concrete support at the top, which is a bit of a task, but it's doable because we've done it there. That is the idea. We are going to need a bit of help from our plumber to move that, but it's just thinking about it, because if we can get them flush with the back of these alcoves, we can stud the alcoves out just to be a little bit shallower, but they'll still have an alcove either side then. So that's the plan. The plan for this chimney breast is for it to look something a little like this. It's going to have a kind of wooden surround, which we're going to have a go at making ourselves, and then just the arch and a few bricks either side of the actual fireplace itself will be visible. And then inside the fireplace, we're going to do some funky tiles. I've seen some that I really like, which are kind of black and white with stars. This is going to be purely decorative. It's not going to be a fire. I'm not having a false fire in there. It's just going to have maybe some plants in there, some baskets or candles, just something purely decorative. Thinking of putting a radiator on this side of the alcove and then maybe some floating shelves on this side. Potentially putting my desk either in front of the chimney breast here facing out, or in this space here facing this wall. I'll pop up the two different layout ideas that I'm thinking, so if you could please vote in the comments below as to which layout you think is best and why, that would be so helpful. But that is the plan for this week. It's currently Friday morning. I have got a fair amount of work to finish off today before we can get cracking with that. But we did have a really exciting delivery yesterday, which is going to help us with cleaning up those bricks. I've got an exciting delivery and I thought we could open it together. This is a delivery for the current project, of course. Any guesses? It is a brick rub. So this is what we need to clean up the bricks in what will be my office. We got this off Amazon. I'll put this in the link to that in the description, but I'll show it to you in action and then you'll probably be more impressed.
I'm going to build a frame. Well, we need to build two, so we can start on one. The plan all along was to stud across the front of these to hide them. So we'll just build like a false wall effectively in front of them, and then we need to do the same with this. I'm going to try and move this into the corner, and we'll stud out the same.
And then plasterboard over them so it just becomes a bit shallower.
Yes, yeah, we'll probably ply that one as well, because we're going to put the radiator there, I think, so we can screw the radiator to that.
So that's what you're getting on with now, is it?
We can start and see how we go.
It's freezing down here.
Nice one.
Lloyd has now finished building the framework. We decided to actually bring it flush with the chimney breast in the end, basically because of where the pipe that Marcus, our plumber, has already run for the bathroom.
Put like some practices of OSB in, just so we got solid fixings, because I think we're going to put a radiator there.
Yeah.
I kind of guessed the heights off all the other radiators we fitted. It's just so it's not hanging on plasterboard.
Yeah, just a bit more strength and it'll be easier to fit then, won't it? Because we're going to go for a column radiator like we've got upstairs probably. So they're pretty heavy.
Very heavy, yeah.
So I'm going to, now I've got my fresh brick rub, look at that. And I'm going to have a go at just seeing how these bricks come up on the arch and just kind of around the arch. We'll see how it goes. This is where we are at with the chimney breast. Lloyd has just started to make the frame on that side as well, but we've run out of wood now, so we need to get another piece of wood so Lloyd can put a few more noggins in there. But you can see I've started to tidy up the kind of arch and just around the arch. I went in with a brick rub, and then what I've done is put patio cleaner on it and just kind of scraped it with a wire brush. And you can see the difference, but obviously it's wet at the minute from the patio cleaner as well, so that's making it look cleaner than it actually is. Probably gonna have to do that another few times, but the bricks are in really good condition. Really happy with this. So we're going to continue with this room tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday now and we are just going to start the day with some brekkie. This is our breakfast, rate our breakfast. We've got bagels, even though you can hardly see it, it's so piled up. Bagel, avocado, scrambled egg, bacon and hash brown. Fuel up for the renovations. So we're going to eat this and then we'll be heading down into the office. What's the plan?
Dig down.
So this is the water pipe that we found last week.
Yeah, so we're going to try and move it into the corner because they never did, because it was obviously too much work for them to go around the lintel, so they just put it here. So we're going to go in the corner if we can. We're going to change this to copper, so we'll get this into the corner, we'll change it over to copper, go up, then we can bend one piece all the way around and join back where it is. We can stud the same as the other side, and it'll all be flat.
I suppose what we don't know yet is which way that goes out of the house. It might go under, it might go out, it might go that way.
And the way the floor is, it's going that way.
Yeah.
But
there would be no point in them digging all the way.
No, but they probably put this in when they poured the floor down here, didn't they? Because this is not the original floor. So it
well,
might
you have to be careful.
Might go over there.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But you have to be careful you don't hit it.
Yes, yeah. I'm hoping it's in that pipe under the ground as well.
What, you think they would put like a 90-degree bend on the soil pipe?
I would hope so.
Where does it end? They're not going to do it outside, are they?
I hope it's not too deep.
And then while Lloyd's doing that, I think I'm just going to continue to try and clean up my bricks a bit more. And then that'll probably be it for today. We're only having half a day today because we're going down to have our Christmas, basically, with my grandparents. Because we didn't see them over Christmas. So that's the plan. This is where I'm up to with the bricks. And Lloyd's still SDSing. So I'm gonna wait a bit now and then wait for this to dry, see how they're looking, and then probably try and hack out the kind of mortar joins and then repoint it. Lloyd's finished digging. This is as far as we've got. Oh, Lloyd's I have no input with this. So it's pretty deep and we can't find anything. So what's the plan with that?
I think the plan will be to cut this off at the base and then put a different joiner in it.
And try and
go
sand
from aluminium to copper, and then we could just run the copper in a channel in the floor to here.
Yeah.
And go up there, behind this lintel, and then around and then into the ceiling.
Right.
Plan?
That's the plan with that. So what are you doing now? Just tidying up? Tidying up, and then what are you going to do?
Finish building that frame.
So that frame there is actually to go
in there. I've been on a scrounge to die, and I've got a bit of 2x2.
Yeah, basically our neighbour's a legend, and we've been using his SDS drill, and then he wanted that back, so we took the SDS drill back and then came back with another piece of wood. So, big up die.
Tip to put noggins in, same measuring. Cut spacer at the centre as you want. Sit him in there. Get your noggin. Screw him up. Move him across to the other side. Just keep going, and then you just keep your designated centre spaces quick and easy. Bye.
Good morning, guys. It is now Sunday morning, last day of the weekend. We are continuing the project downstairs in the office, so I'm going to give you a little update of what's going on down there and the rest of the plans for the room.
You obviously want to tile this. We'll take it out because this has not been done the same time as this and it's higher.
So Lloyd has hacked out all of the kind of base that was in there, so we can put some membrane in there because there's the damp-proof course that they put in ends here. You can just see a bit of it there, so we're going to put some in there and then just do like a bed of sand and cement, so we've got something flat to tile on for our funky tiles in here, but we haven't got any cement, so we're not going to do that now. Lloyd's going to do some angle grinding in between the pointing works of the bricks in prep for repointing these, just because it's mostly this kind of black mortar, which A isn't very strong and B is quite flaky and it's just doesn't look great. So I'm going to hack all that away and then repoint it with sand and cement before we seal the bricks. But I think they're looking quite good. They're looking quite cleaned up. But obviously we've got a few bits like this sand and cement needs to come out and it still needs a little bit more tidying up before we can think about repointing and sealing. So Lloyd's going to have a go at that now. I'm going to turn the fan on. We've got the fan ready in the window there. And in the meantime, I think I'm just going to have a sort out of some of the rubbish.
So on to the next task. We're going to batten the back wall of this because Ellie wants to tile it. Yay. But it's really not very even. So we're going to batten it, tile back a board on it probably, and we can tile on it. We'll clean and SBR these and tile straight onto these because these are actually built quite nice.
So what are you going to do? Get on with battening now?
Yeah,
and then we need to buy the tile backer board and we need to buy cement. Then I'll clean those sides and we can well, is there point SBR in it now? We'll SBR it just before we do it, shall we?
We can, whatever. It doesn't matter.
But we can clean it and prep it so it's ready.
We'll probably give it 2 coats anyway, just to make sure I don't want them coming off.
No.
But and then we can cut some PIR and stick up there just so that all the heat from the room doesn't go up there. Then we can clean this, clean that up, and we wrap that.
That's there's like kind of metal structure, just I assume so that they could build the arch initially. Just see it there.
So we had this in the bathroom as well. We cleaned it all off, treated it with like anti-corrosion rust ether, and then I actually wrapped it black with vinyl.
Just to tidy it up.
Yeah, because if you just paint it, it'll just come back.
It'll just rust again, yeah.
We'll do the same here, I think.
Yeah. Just cut some of our offcuts of our 50mm PIR board insulation from when we were doing the attic. So we kept all of our offcuts for things like this. And we're just going to put them up the chimney just so it kind of stops any heat being drawn up the chimney. Even though it doesn't go out upstairs or out of the roof, it would still kind of naturally want to draw heat out of this room and up. So we're just going to block that by putting these in up there. Guess where we're off? Tip run! We've got quite a lot of stuff. That looks hilarious with the soil pipe just So we're going to go to the tip and then we're going to treat ourselves to a Greg's for lunch. Tip run done. That was actually quicker than I thought it was going to be. You never really know how busy it's going to be. Because there has been occasions where we've had to queue out here, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Like literally all the way out to the road, queuing for like sometimes 20-30 minutes.
That wouldn't be like that for a long time, though, was it?
No. So we were lucky with that. We've still got our radiators in here, but we're going to take them to be weighed in so we can try and get at least some money back for them. Maybe we'll do that at some point this week. If you have not tried this from Greg's, you need to try it. Ready? Oh! We literally said yesterday, we were like, we have not had a Greg's for like months. Actually, I would say before Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's good for us. We do have a Greg's very close to us, which is quite convenient but quite dangerous. So we're gonna have this, and we also got these with a cup of tea. What are they called? The milk chocolate caramel shortbreads. So we're gonna have that now. And then I think we're gonna have a bit more motivation because I think we're quite hungry. Back to work after the Greggs. So this is what we were talking about when we mentioned the PIR board being up the chimney. So we've put one piece in. Are you going to put one more in now, is it? One more in there just to stop any air getting through as best we can. And expanding foam around the gap, is it?
Well, I'm expanding foam this.
Oh, to stick it
to that one and then go around this one as well then.
Got you. This is the fireboard which we kept from when we had our temporary log burner. We've decided that that is exactly the same thing as tile backer board, basically. It's like a cement slash fireboard, really heavy, really hard. So we're just going to use that to save us buying more, because we're trying to use up as many offcuts of things as we can, really, aren't we?
We are. And this is
really expensive, and it's heavy and hard to transport, isn't it? So Lloyd's cut this already. Oh, you're gonna put in the middle, are you?
Yeah, and then the
patch either side then, that's a good idea.
Yes, that was my plan.
So this is what we'll tile onto on the back. So we've got a nice flat surface to tile on. So Lloyd's just gonna attach this to the battens now, is that right?
Yeah.
Here is the update. Lloyd, as you will have seen in the time lapse, has SBR'd the whole chimney breast apart from the bit that we're going to be keeping on show, because we're going to be sticking and screwing plasterboards onto that bit with sticky foam.
Yes.
Lloyd's already finished doing the tile backer board in here, which is kind of ready now for us to tile onto. And he's also cleaned up this metal arch. We've just got this chisel in here just to support it because there's a bit of a gap now that he's cleaned it. So we're going to fill that gap with cement. Going to do a bed of cement along the bottom here so we've got a nice flat surface to tile onto. And then Lloyd's SBR'd the bricks in here as well so that the tile adhesive sticks nicely to those. So we're kind of in a position now where we're waiting to get to confirm what radiator we're going to put there. So then we can get our plumber to come, first fix pipes for the radiator and move our mains water pipe into the corner. That frame isn't fixed in, but it's ready. And then after that, we've been discussing today about where I'm going to put my desk. And I think we've come to the conclusion that it's going to go in the middle here, facing out. So we're thinking about possibly splicing off either that socket or that one to have a socket in the floor so there's not wires hanging down everywhere. So Lloyd's going to become an electrician as well. What's the next plan of action for in here? Repointing and cement bed.
Yeah, lay that bit of floor in there, point that, fill the arch, cement, we can wrap the arch.
Yeah.
And then hopefully once you decide what radiator you want, we can get Mark, move that, do that, plasterboard that.
Yeah.
And then change the bay window, which will be
yeah, that's going to be a big job. But hopefully Phil will come around at some point to measure up for that. So we are off now to Lloyd's mum and dad's house. Lloyd's mum is making us a Sunday dinner, so we're very excited for that. And plus, we get to see Bobby, of course. So that'll be nice. So that's the end of the renovations for this weekend. How pretty does the sky look? And the moon? Oh, look. Bobby! Hello, Bobby! You got your burger?
Come on then.
And that is also the end of this week's renovation vlog. I'm coming to you here from editing Ellie, and I realised that we've got a lot of footage in here, and I continued to film at the start of the week, but I'm not going to include that in this week's vlog. We're going to push that forward to next week. Mainly because I don't want to run out of content, because I recognise that we're making a lot of progress at the moment down there, or for us it feels like a lot of progress. However, we aren't going to be spending as much time on the renovation this weekend as we were able to last weekend, and as you know, the weekends are the main times for progress on the renovation. So I am going to save that content for next week's vlog, but thank you so much for watching. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. Make sure that you're subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any other updates, and please let me know if you have any content ideas for us. I'm constantly filming weekly renovation vlogs, but if you would like to see anything more specific, like a Q&A or a different kind of vlog, then please let us know. Other than that, I will see you next Wednesday for another brand new video. Bye!